All right, getting ready to get into a new lesson on this evening. This lesson will be entitled "Manner of Persons." What manner of person ought ye to be? Though I give this lesson that title, we will be talking about other things other than the topic. So, without further ado, we will begin this lesson in 2 Peter chapter 3 verses 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. The elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and all the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Okay, it says the earth also and all the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Burnt up. Let's move to verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved. Okay, we know that all these things are going to be dissolved. In what way are they going to be dissolved? Okay, well the Lord said He's not going to destroy the earth by water again. So how is He going to destroy it? By fire. How do we know He's going to destroy it by fire? Because in verse 10 it says that all the works therein are going to be burnt up. So seeing that all these things shall be burnt up, what manner of person ought ye to be? Okay, we're going to start off with materialism. What business does a person have being materialistic when all this stuff is getting ready to be burnt up? What sense does it make to chase after cars and got have to have the latest clothing and all that when it's gonna be burnt up? You look around and everything's burnt up. The only thing you have is what's in your head. That's all you got. What manner of person ought you to be? The last kind of person you want to be is a materialistic person. What business, I say it again, what business do you have chasing materialistic things that are soon to be burnt up? What sense does that make? The Lord is not looking for people like that. You chasing after jewelry. You just gotta have the latest this, the latest that. And then these people make me sick with lining up for these iPads and these Xboxes and all. That's material, man. That is material. These people are ready to kill each other over a pair of shoes or a new iPhone or something like that. That's material. That's soon to be burnt up. Let's move over to Matthew chapter 5 verse 48. Okay, now we're getting into what type of person should you be. Now that we know that all this stuff is going to be burnt up, what kind of person should you be? That's what the Lord is asking. Being that all these things are soon to be burnt up, what manner of person ought you to be? Matthew 5 and 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect. You see, the Father is perfect. And the Lord, they're perfect. We can't get perfect now in this beast realm of under Esau. But you can strive for perfection. There's no there's nothing wrong with that. Of course you can't be perfect in it right now in this kingdom. You can strive for it. The Lord is saying, "Be ye therefore perfect." And you don't have to try and conform to the standards of this world to do so either. You can be therefore perfect in speech and in manner and so forth. You know, without being, you don't have to be, working on your attitude, your, you know, the way you talk to people and things like that. You want to try to strive for perfection, and not just one, but all aspects of your life, not just in certain areas. Um, these videos that I'll take a little break real quick to say that these videos that I'm going to be doing, they may end abruptly. The videos may only be 5 or 6 minutes long, each video that I do. And that's just because I've been having problems with the NSA turning my phone off in the middle of my recording or whatnot. Okay, as I mentioned in my last video, some of these videos may only be 5 or 6 minutes long. I can't really make them too long because I'm using my phone. And unfortunately, if the NSA turns my phone off, I lose the whole video. So I had that experience a couple nights ago. I had a nice, good 15-20 minute long video. The NSA, they turned my phone off and I lost the whole video, man. So that's why I'm only doing 5 or 6 minute videos until I can get me a camcorder, and then I'll just do the whole lesson. However long the lesson is, I just do the one video. But at the moment, I have to make these short videos. So if he does turn my phone off in the middle of my recording, I'm only going to lose 5 or 6 minutes rather than 15-20 minutes. With that being said, we're going to move over here to Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Continuing with the type of person you should be. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what it is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Okay. And be not conformed to this world. As I mentioned earlier, you can be ye perfect without trying to fit in with this world. Trying to follow the latest trends. The clothing trend, the hairstyles, that when the tattoo trend came out, everybody ran to do that. The world just flocked to the tattoo parlor. Just being of the world, advertisements. That's another thing, because Esau he advertises on the TV, everywhere. You can be driving down the street. He's advertising on a billboard. He's even got these electronic billboards now, to where instead of you just seeing one ad, he can run that electronic billboard, look like a big old flat screen TV, and he can show you a whole bunch of ads. He can just continually show you ads, advertise to you, rather than you just seeing one billboard on a piece of paper every time you drive past. He advertised. He uses the public to advertise for him. Did you know that? You probably did, but it's a lot of things that he's doing that right in front of you, but it's not really too noticeable. He uses the public to advertise for him, man. He had these T-shirts that say stuff on it, and then the public, they'll buy it and they're walking around advertising Esau without even knowing it, man. It's a walking advertisement for this man. He advertises on the magazines, on the TV, of course. You know that's a majority of. If you watch TV for 30 minutes, you would have spent probably a third of that time being advertised half the day. He advertised he advertises to kids, adults, of course, all ages, and he has individualized, targeted ads for different groups. You know, the beard trend. He's been advertising that heavily. I know you've been noticing that, man. And all these people, all of a sudden, everybody got a beard on the commercials. All of a sudden, everybody want to grow a beard, and that's because he's advertising it on the television. Not only that, on the you go to the store, you standing in line. They got at the check stand, they have the magazines, and while you're in line, and then he's advertising on the front of the magazine. So you've been advertised to death. So that makes it hard for you to not conform, because like they say, the subliminal messages and this, that, and the other. But you have to really strive. Even though you've been advertised not half to death, you have to really strive not to be conformed with this world. You can be in the world. Of course, we're in the world. But just because you're in the world does not mean that you have to be of the world. Be ye in the world, but be not of it. You don't have to do everything that this man is advertising, and do everything this man is saying, because it's inevitably leading to destruction. Okay, so we're going to move over now. 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. Wherefore, this still on the topic of what manner of person ought ye to be. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. Okay. It says, come out from among them and be ye separate. When you come, when you in the world, it's one thing, but when you come into this truth, it's, I'm sorry to say it, but it's going to be some friends. It's going to be some people in your life that you're going to have to, if not let go completely, you're going to have to reduce the amount of time that you're spending with them and talking to them. Because people have a tendency to drag you back into their world, They will drag you back into their world if you're not careful. And they'll be the ones that cause you to miss your ride on the chariot. They'll be the one that'll cost you your salvation. You got to look at it like this. And not only physical salvation, but spiritual salvation. You want to have rest after this life. This life is temporary. You want to have peace and rest. You don't want to have to go through nothing like after this. You don't want to have to go through nothing like this again. So you keep that in mind when you're doing whatever you're doing. Do you want to have to go through this mess again? It says, and be ye separate, going out to these clubs and with this music and all that stuff, how you gonna be separate and you in a club full of people that are in the world? You're supposed to come out from among them. You're not supposed to be in the congregation of them. You're not supposed to be in that in that crowd, so to speak. Come out from among them. And said the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing. What's the unclean thing? Pig, crab, all that, etc. Touch not the unclean thing. You're not supposed to be eating that stuff in the first place. Pig, crab, lobster. I know he makes it hard. He make the worst stuff for you is the stuff he intentionally be in those laboratories trying to make taste the best and stuff. Because you can remember when you was in the world how good certain foods tasted, and the better it tastes, the worse it is for you, man. And he's systematically designing it like that to make it hard for you to break free from that bondage. He want to keep you in bondage. He does not want you breaking free and getting from up under the rule of him. Of course, you still gonna be in his system and all that, but he may, to an extent, have you physically, but he does not have you spiritually. That's why you want to touch not any unclean thing, and I will receive you. And I will receive you. Then the Lord, then you can be received by the Lord. If you come out of one of them 12 signs, then you can be received by the Lord. He's not about to receive you. You think you about to sit up here, eat pig, crab, go to lobster, red lobster, and then get in his chariot? You'd have lost your mind. You'd have lost your darn mind. You think you about to be within the congregation of the wicked? He telling you to be separate, and here you is, joined in with him. You're doing everything opposite what he said do, just like Esau does. And what's that gonna do? Just lead to destruction. Cause he know where he going, and he doing everything he can to bring as many people as he can with him. He trying to get the whole. He's really trying to get everybody, but he know he ain't gonna get everybody. It's gonna be people that's gonna break free from his bondage that he got. All right, so let's move over here to Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 14. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. I've seen all the works that are done under the sun, and the conclusion that the Lord has came up with after seeing all that is that it's all vanity and vexation. The work what man do with hands, building houses, building cars, and work done with hands, all the little crafty things he do, building tables, chairs, and all the other little stuff. That's all vanity, man. And when the Lord says it's all vanity, what does he really mean? The word vanity means worthless. So all this little stuff he doing, these little electronic devices, he real big on that, man. He gonna take that and drive people to the ground with that electronics, man. But that's the Lord saying that's vanity, man. The electronic, the tablets and laptops and all that he got, man, that's all vanity and vexation of spirit. How is it vexation of spirit? When it start malfunctioning It won't hold a charge or this, that, and all that. That's vexation of spirit. All that vanity is worthless, man. Because when it's all burnt up and you look around and you surrounded by burnt ash, when you look around and everything is ash, and the only thing you got is what's in your mind, we're gonna see how valuable it is. Then you will see how worthless everything is. You won't truly see how worthless everything is until you open your eyes and all you see is black ash everywhere. Then you're going to be like, okay, yeah, all is vanity. The Lord trying to tell you that before everything was burnt up. He was trying to tell you what type of person to be. You think the Lord coming back to get somebody that stands in a line for overnight? They won't even crack the Bible open and read one scripture, but they go to the store, buy a tent, a blanket, and then camp out in front of that stove for 2 or 3 days to get an Xbox or a phone or something, an iPad, or that's vanity. The Lord ain't coming looking for nobody like that. He ain't coming back for you. You can forget it. You being conformed to this world with that vanity, Let's move over to 2 Chronicles 16:9. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth. Okay, there's a big mystery in that. Say the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth. The Lord see everything that's going on in this earth. There's things you can see, and then there's things you can't see. Well, how does the Lord see everything? What's some of the stuff you can see? The chariot. Sometimes you might even, every once in a while, you might see a chariot flying up in the sky. You might think it's an airplane or a drone, but some of those are actually chariots of the Lord. He got his You come on now. You think Esau? He flying around. He got airplanes and stuff he can fly around. You think the Most High ain't got nothing? The Most High got airplanes and stuff flying in the skies the same way Esau do. The eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth. The Lord, He can tap in the spirits too. You might be somewhere, and the Lord might manifest Himself through a bird, and a bird will just come sit right there. And the Lord is watching you through the eyes of that bird. Because He tapped into that bird, He tapped to that bird's spirit. Now He can see everything that bird can see. And he can be more than one place at once. It's a big mystery, You think Esau, so quote the NSA, they can tap into your webcam. Esau, the so-called NSA, he can tap into your webcam and see everything you do in your house, your Xbox, your PlayStation. If it got the camera on it, he can tap into that and see everything you got going on in your house. If Esau can do it, what make you think the Lord can't do it? The Lord probably can sit right now and can tap into anybody's phone, and he can watch whatever you're doing. And that's just ways you can see. This stuff his ways he doing things you can't see. He can manifest himself as air. You can't see air. He can manifest himself through air, and he can be standing right in front of you. And he can be everywhere at once. That's just part of the spirit. That's part of the spirit. Just like on, I forget what movie it was, but how they showed um they knew it was spirits in there, but they couldn't see it because it was there's air. So what they did was they would spray like some fog or some fog, or they have some fog, and then they can see the body in the fog. They make the air cold air, then they can see the beam. Something like that. What they were saying, but that's just an example of the Lord. The eyes of the Lord running to and fro throughout the whole earth. The Lord can manifest himself as an ant or a bug, or a fly, and be sitting right on the wall looking right at you. Esau can do it. Well, not the same way the Lord can, but what he does, because remember, he want to be like the Most High. So what he'll do is he'll go down, deep down into his underground dungeon, laboratory dungeon, and he'll create a real small robotic fly with a camera on it, and he'll when you leave your house, he'll creep in your house and put that fly in there and be flying that fly around your house with that camera on it and watching everything you're doing. That's how he has to do it. The Most High, he can just turn it to some air and then come right in your house and sit right on your bed and watch you. Or sit right on your couch and watch you. So the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout this whole earth. Esau and them, they thinking they slick. They not hiding nothing from the Lord. They may be hiding it from us by way of this internet and censorship and all that. They not hiding nothing from the Lord. He think he is, but he ain't hiding nothing from the Lord. The Lord see all that what he doing. Let's move over to Daniel 4 and 17. That was 16 and 9. Yeah, Daniel 4 and 17. This manner is by the decree of the watchers. Who are the watchers? The watchers are, the people who are, in this news and watching for events and things that's going on. Watch therefore, that you may be counted worthy to escape. So it says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over the basis of man. So it say the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man. The Most High ruling right now. That's another big mystery. The Lord, he is ruling just as if we in the kingdom. We're in the kingdom of heaven. That's just how much control he has over this kingdom. The Lord is ruling. Then you might ask, well, if the Lord ruling, why is it so much stuff going on? The reason why is all this wickedness going on, whatnot, is because there's a purging process taking place. There's a purging process going forth currently. The purging process consists of the Most High filtering out all the evildoers. You see, and Esau is only in charge to help the Most High with the purging process, because why would Jake be ruling during the purging process? When we rule, because in order for a purging process to take place, you got to have a lot of wickedness going on, man. You got to have a lot of wickedness going on, and then you got to let that person decide What side do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the wicked side or the just side? You can't, you know, do both. You got to pick one. So you got to have all this wickedness going on, and the Most High is not going to have Jake ruling in no kingdom while all this wickedness going on. But when Jake ruling, it's going to be righteousness. So, but before you have that righteous kingdom, you have to have a kingdom full of wickedness going on. So the Most High took Esau and put him in charge, to help out. The Most High is ruling in this kingdom right now. But this is the wicked kingdom that he's ruling in. So that's why he put Esau on top of everything to, kind of oversee, the wickedness. He ain't going to have Jake oversee the wickedness. Jake going to oversee the righteousness. Let's move over to Ezekiel 20 and 38. And I will purge out from among you the rebels, and them that transgress against me. And I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel. You see, the Most High preferred to have a wicked kingdom and purge out all who would not hearken, rather than vice versa, rather than have a righteous kingdom, and then whoever doing wickedness, then they gotta, because whoever doing wickedness, then they gotta come out. He don't want to do it like that. He want to have it wicked first. So that way you know what wickedness is, and you have a choice what you want to do: be righteous or be wicked. You see, the Most High preferred to have a wicked kingdom and purge out all who would not hearken. So he got this wicked kingdom. He got Esau set up to kind of like oversee it, and he's purging out everybody who would not hearken, who would not listen. And it's really the children of disobedience that he's working with right now. Why would you say there's the children of disobedience? He said, because I will purge out from among you the rebels. Who are what the word rebel derives from the word rebellious. And a rebellious child is a child that disobeys, or a disobedient child. So the Lord has this wicked kingdom set up, and he got Esau kind of to oversee it, and he's purging out all of the rebels. And majority of the public, majority of them are rebels, man. They're rebellious. They want to do what they want to do. They will not follow the Lord, and they the same spirits. And he said they're not going to enter into the land of Israel. Because, see, our righteous kingdom is going to be in the land of Israel. So, if you did it the other way around, and you had a righteous kingdom, and all the people that did wickedly, you take them out. The Lord said they're not going to even enter into the land of Israel. So, that's why he's going to have a wicked kingdom first, and then purge out all the rebels, then all the righteousness is going to enter Israel. He said them wicked, they're not going to even enter in. Now do you see why? He's doing the wicked kingdom first, and then we're going to do the righteous kingdom. Now do you see why Esau's ruling over the wicked kingdom? And then when the Most High sets up his righteous kingdom, Jake going to be ruling? Okay, last but not least, we're going to go to Ephesians 2, chapter 2, verse 2. Wherein time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of power of the air, in the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. Okay, it said, in time past ye walked according to the course of this world. Yeah, all of us at one point in time We follow the ways of this world. We even me, I'm guilty of it. And a lot of brothers and sisters guilty of it too. We've walked into the ways of this world. And done according to the world. But the Lord was with us and brought us out of that. He brought us out of that darkness. According to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that is now the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. So that's going back to the purging process. You see, the Most High is going to purge out those children of disobedience, and they're not going to even enter into the land of Israel. So we're gonna rather than having y'all in going to Israel, and then you got these wicked rebels, you got these disobedient rebels with y'all, and gonna cause y'all to lose y'all kingdom again. This is how we're gonna do it this time. We're gonna set up this wicked kingdom, and we're gonna filter out all those disobedient rebels. Then y'all gonna enter into Israel. They ain't coming in. And majority of Jakes are rebellious. They're disobedient. They're children of disobedience. They'll know that they can know that all is gonna be burnt up, and they still will be materialistic. Ain't that a shame? You know this stuff finna be burnt up, and hey, you gonna go get you a car, put some big rims on it, and then put the music in it, and then paint it and all that. And the Lord, He may have mercy on the ones that don't know, but you have Jakes that will know and will still do it. If they have the money. That's why the Most High say they not even coming into their land. So you just gotta endure. You gotta endure hardness, like the scriptures say. You gotta just hold on. Just wait until the Lord is done dealing with these children of disobedience and filtering out the rebels. Wait until He's done sealing the elect and filtering out the rebels. That's pretty much all we waiting for. Cause it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people the Lord dealing with, man. I'm talking about millions, billions. The Lord dealing with a lot of people, and He's examining everybody individually, so He know where you going after this life. Because you only live for a few years, man, and then you go somewhere else after that. So He's determining what you do in this body, in this life, is going to determine your eternity. So, and He's also, basing things on your past. The Lord required that with your past, so He's basing a lot of it on your past, and your progress. How much progress have you made? Are you still doing the same thing you were doing hundreds of years ago? Because you just die and come back. Or have you made any progress? Or have you made any improvement? I hope you gained something from the lesson. Until next time, may the Lord bless you.